Dear friends in Jesus Christ, today's gospel passage is unique to Luke. To praise the mother of Christ is no sin. Gabriel said that Mary had found favor with God, Luke 1:28 and 30. And Elizabeth praised her, "Blessed are you among women," Luke 1:42. And Mary herself prophesied, "From now on all generations will call me blessed," Luke 1:48. In today's passage, the woman in the crowd was moved to cry out this way because of the answer Jesus had just given to the Pharisees about the source of his power. Many in the crowd were clearly moved by Jesus' answer and they delighted that he so quickly and neatly responded to the slander raised against him. This woman thought rightly that it must have been an amazing blessing for Mary to have become his mother. We should remember that the details of his nativity were not made public until Luke produced the gospel before us. When Jesus responded, he did not dismiss her words or even contradict them. For example, if I were to praise my mother by saying it was good dinner, my brother might add to this more than that it was a delicious dinner and so was the whole dinner. He wouldn't be saying that I was wrong, but that I did not go far enough. That's what Jesus is doing here. To be his mother, the mother of God, was an amazing blessing, to be sure. But more than that, as Jesus says, what an amazing and eternal blessing to be any of those who hear the word of God and keep it. The true source of Mary's greatness was not in her being chosen to be Jesus' mother, nor even in her preservation from original sin, but in that unconditional yes she gave to the angel at the Annunciation. A yes she faithfully honored to the day she stood in grief at the foot of the cross. She heard the word and she kept it to the very end. Some of the people we saw Jesus arguing with yesterday were powerful and influential in their society. They were the great ones of that society, but they neither heard nor saw nor kept the word of God, although they claimed to be experts in it. And even Jesus himself was not great just because of his powers over demons or his ability to silence his accusers, but because he too heard the word of his Father and kept it. There was a total identity between what his Father wanted and what Jesus was saying and doing. So, dear friends, for us too, it must be exactly the same. That is, the only greatness that matters, the only greatness that we need is the importance we give to the Word of God in our lives and influence others by it, that is, by living the Word of God in our lives. May God bless us all.